Illinois at Oregon. It's a Big Ten matchup. Oregon is favored by 21.5, over under set at 54.5. Obviously taking place there in Eugene. Illinois is one of the more surprising teams this season. I feel like Illinois every few years has one of these pop teams, and I think this is one of those pop teams. Um, I'll cut right to the chase. Illinois got to figure out a way to get some kind of run game going in this football game and strike some kind of balance on offense if they're going to want to be able to compete here. Um, Illinois has been really good. Luke Altmaier's been really good at throwing the ball this season, and that's kind of weird to say, as I think most people over the last 10-year sample size kind of look at Illinois, think, all right, run first, type of thing. They've struggled to hit 100 yards in any game this season, as far as or a 100-yard rusher in any game this season. It's a by committee approach for running the football, and it hasn't necessarily been a strong suit of this team. Um, I Defensively, are they able to hold up against Oregon, who we saw in that Ohio State game when the bright lights cut on? I mean, Oregon can get the ball down the field now. I mean, they are absolutely explosive. Um, I just don't think Illinois stands much of a chance in this football game, Mason. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, looking at Illinois, I love the story of this program and kind of who they are as a team. I think they're very like blue collar sort of mentality.
Yeah,
Everybody doubts you, and they keep just defying the odds, so to speak. This is a huge level up in competition. I know you just beat Michigan and beat them handedly. I mean, it really wasn't much of a football game, but this is not last year's Michigan team. You are taking on an elite team, so to speak, as elite as an elite team can get this year in college football in Oregon. They have a talented roster from top to bottom. They're deep. They play the run well. Play the pass well on both sides of the football. And they're playing their best football right now. You're not catching them in a downslide or anything like that. I really like Oregon in the spot. Obviously, Vegas does. They're 21.5 point favorites. But this is ranked on rank. This is a ranked on rank matchup. Anything can happen this year. Has proven that to us time and time again. Would not be surprised if Illinois sticks around in this one, especially if they can get the run game going. But I really like what the connection that the wide receivers have with Luke Altmaier as well, and a defense that plays really good on the back half of the defense. They can create some turnovers. They play two forced turnovers. It seems like they're really
yeah.
good at finding the football, getting the head around. The DBs are, and then they've got some players who come up and headhunt and look to punch balls out and things like that. Some real playmakers that have a nose for the football. So those are the types of plays that you need when you're a 3 touchdown underdog. And I think that Illinois kind of has those dudes on defense to force those turnovers, give their offense a chance to come back and score. And we've seen Oregon be susceptible in the middle of the back end of the defense at the safety positions. Can you continue to target that area of the field? If you're doing that, you're probably taking some deep shots. You got to you got to be at least 50-50 on those shots and not turn the ball over if you're going to go that far down the field and really stretch the defense out that much. But it's a long shot. But at this point, everybody's doubted you to this point in the season. What's one more game? You might as well just um, give it your all. At this point, if you're Illinois and take some shots, there's nothing to lose. And when you've got a team that has nothing to lose, that's a pretty scary team to face. And match up with, no matter what the talent discrepancy is, and it's massive in this game. But I like Oregon. I'm leaning Oregon at this point, obviously, but Illinois definitely has some paths to victory, and we'll cover that more in our Tuesday show for sure.
I think one of the big matchups will certainly be with everything that you just said, and I agree with you 100%. I think that has got to kind of be the blueprint in Illinois' head at this point. Um, can they protect Altmaier in this game? Um, I Oregon, knowing that they're not able to run the ball successfully, I'm interested to see how Oregon plays this one, because I don't know how great Illinois is at protecting the quarterback. I haven't looked up their sack numbers, and that's something that we'll kind of dive more into, like Mason just said on Tuesday. Are they able to keep the pass rush off and let those longer plays develop? That'll be, I think, a big question in this one because I just don't see Illinois being able to line up and run on this Oregon defense at this point.